fused together as a country. We don't speak the same language collectively. We don't have the similar cultural common or what have you. We don't have anything similar culturally, traditionally, religiously. But they fused us together anyway. And that is the tradition that the first Fulani jihadists that took over the political reign of Nigeria in 1966. That is what they also continued, what the colonialists did, that the forebearers who eventually divided Nigeria into 3 regions, Western region, Eastern region, which is domiciled by the Biafrans, the Northern region, domiciled as well by the so many other, they call them Arewa now, but they are not Arewa. But that was the way they divided Nigeria when even the colonialists were living. But in 6 years after that, the first jihadi coup that took over Nigeria brought about a unitary system, just what the colonialists did at the time. So, and since then, they have been struggling to fuse us together. They have been writing constitution after constitution. They have been writing different decree after decree. This never really brings us together. It never happened. So, for those who want to demand for one Nigeria, a better Nigeria, where police officers will respect you as a citizen, where politicians will stop stealing your money, where the money meant for development actually spent on development, a better Nigeria, Abi. Fine. Those who want a Biafra, those who want to Oduduwa Republic, when a better Nigeria that they want comes, it means that the current system needs to end. You cannot even, you cannot reform a system. They are talking about restructuring before now, you remember? Now, a system that has no structure, that nobody can restructure, you're asking that system to reform the police. How is that possible? Let's reason it together. Currently, Nigeria has no structure. No structure. Those who are asking that Nigeria should restructure, they have found out that there's no structure at all to restructure, nothing to restructure. Now that there is nothing to restructure, you are asking a structureless country with a structureless government to reform and restructure police. How is that possible? The system needs to go down first. And to have a working country, it means that you must have a people's constitution. And in a people's constitution, every tribe, even if you no pass 1,000 for your tribe, are you with me now? Even if you no pass 1,000, your whole generation, your whole tribe, you no pass 1,000. The constitution, the people's constitution must recognize, it must acknowledge you. It must recognize you. You must be given that recognition in that constitution. Every tribe in Nigeria will have a say in what will become the people's constitution. Inside that people's constitution, you will be able to know who is a citizen of Nigeria. Who are you? What makes you a citizen? What defines you in that constitution as a citizen? What right do you have in that constitution as a citizen? What will happen to anybody who try to take that power or that right from you in that constitution? That is what is called people's constitution. And all of you who are now going to come together and say you are a country in that constitution, do you agree to be one Nigeria? So everybody, including that one, if one tribe, one single tribe says they don't want to be part of it, you cannot force them to sign it. It is not a referendum about that. That is how to structure a country. Everybody must be there and say, okay, What is it going to be about religion? Right and there. We, in our own part of Nigeria, for us to be part of it, this is the type of religion we want to do. Everything must be there. The liberty to religion, liberty must be there. But you didn't write Nigeria 1999 Constitution. Many of you don't even know the Constitution. You don't even know what is written there. You never cared to because you didn't write it. The Constitution doesn't even recognize anybody of you, any one of you, as a Nigerian. It just said, we the people. And some people put pen to paper and they submitted it. Do you know that those who dictated what they should write in that Constitution are those in power? They are those who are in everywhere, in your economy. They are those your elite. You are not there. You cannot say in Nigerian Constitution, go and read code 567 or code 147,600 and blah, 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 blah. That code is the code that gives power to we, the Yorubas, we, the Eguns, we, the Ijebus. You know what I mean? You can easily point it there and say, if you violate that, the Ijebus can say they don't want to be part of that union anymore. They want to leave. That is how to write people's constitution. Yeah. So that in that constitution, there must be a process of coming together, and there must also be a process of parting ways without fighting war. But because Nigeria is a conquered territory, people just take what they want from the system, destroy it further, and they leave you the carcass. Yes, they leave you the carcass to feed on that. We have people who are so educated. They claim to be educated. And I don't think any educated person will say there is something so unique about Nigeria that we are actually missing. Probably something we are missing. Something we haven't seen or heard about Nigeria or know about Nigeria. The system is not built to protect you. The system is built to protect the regime. And the regime is not for you. It doesn't matter who is in charge. And I keep saying it. Even if they make an Igbo man the president of Nigeria, the Igbos will continue to suffer and they will continue to be marginalized in Nigeria. And there's nothing an Igbo president can do about it because Nigeria is structured to be like that. Do you get that? So if there's an opportunity for citizens to demand accountability and to demand what is rightly theirs, like the ENDSARS campaigners are doing right now, yes, you don't have to make it about your struggle alone, because your struggle, what prompted your struggle, is the same devil bedeviling everybody, but people are reacting to them differently. Do you get that? But you should never forget your struggle. You should never forget where you want to be, the type of country you want to live in. But when you live in a country where every time you raise your fist, police will tell you to drop your weapon. Even you are actually raising your own fist, and you can get killed for that. They are not killing you because you are raising your fist. They are killing your spirit, but they believe they can, and killing the spirit of those that will see your body. And that's something that needs to change. And when the people are peacefully protesting and demanding for that, it is the right thing to do. So if you have your struggle, the Biafra struggle, the Oduduwa struggle, you need a system that allows it. And you need to add your voice into bringing that opportunity, faster than you can ever imagine. People will go out. People were mocking you. People were mocking you. They were laughing you when their soldiers redid your body Yeah, when their soldiers redo your body with your bodies with their bullets, they were laughing at you. But what they were laughing at then that they didn't know was actually that they were laughing at themselves, because same agents of a Nigerian government shooting down protesters who are demanding for Biafra, shooting down protesters who are going to be demanding for Oduduwa Republic in the coming days and weeks and months. They are doing the same thing to them too. They call them SARS. SARCs. SARC. Anti-this, anti-that, anti-cultist, anti-kidnapping, who have now turned to cultist kidnappers themselves. So they can change names. So if you are from the northern part of Nigeria, you are dealing with a banditry, aren't you? You are dealing with a Boko Haram, are you not? Now that everyone is campaigning against SARS, you shouldn't be laughing at them as well. It is your own opportunity too, to at least demand for a safe country. You want one Nigeria? Why shouldn't you be on that street? Why? You want to live in peace? To be able to go to your farms and cultivate your lands in peace? You should have been laughing. You might have laughed at the Biafrans. You may be preparing to laugh at the Oduduwans. Or you may be laughing or have laughed at the people in Benue. But is Arewa land safe? That's the question you should ask yourself. There is a reason why Arewa land is not safe. It is because the system is built to be like that. For every action of your politician, there's going to be counter and opposite reactions too. And for everything they do, like I do say, there is a consequence or consequences. Just like elections have consequences too. You can jump up and down, somersault and acrobat and all of that to bring about criminals to power. All of that will have their own consequences. Elections have consequences. Your rally round to bring about someone who you expected to save you, keep your women safe, keep your children safe, keep them in schools, build you schools, build you health centers, give education to your children in order to stop those who are recruiting them for this religious, jihadist, and all of that war that they have waged on no one else but your land. You did that, and you brought Boko Haram to government. Stop reporting my channel. This is not Facebook. If the truth hurts, you can save yourself the stress. Unsubscribe, and you will avoid me forever. Okay? If the truth hurts, bandits have made your life miserable, even when you are still trying to survive and cope with the incessant killings and kidnappings and beheadings of your people by Boko Haram, ISWAP, and many, many more. Fulani herdsmen came from nowhere, from the blues, rather than you getting protected by the people you voted for, the people you sweated for, the people you rigged for, the people you thought would bring you respite and they will bring you peace. For 5 years, you have not seen any peace. You might be living in denial, but for how long are you going to accept your reality that elections have consequences? And then the consequences of that is what you are witnessing today, while the rest of the country, who also amplified the change, next level, next devil. I was here all the time telling you that you see this change is going to be a chain. Think very well. Chain, not change. Chain is going to be. We were mocked. We were laughed at. You survived first 4 years. Many of those who shouted change in 2014, 2015, they didn't stay alive to also shout next level, next level. I said, do not go to the next level because it is not next level. It is going to be next devil. Devil that will become bedeviling and be devilish to everybody. And this is here we are. Stop reporting my page and open up your heart, your subconscious mind. You are suffering the same thing others are suffering. You are only reacting to it differently. The people you expected to keep you safe, they won the election, which was like more or less like they won the battle, but they lost the war. The battle was to gain power. The war was to end the incessant killings of the Northerners. Was that not the intention? So they won the battle. They lost the war. More of you were killed or kidnapped, raped, displaced, or sold as slaves by terrorists. Many of you are in captivities right now. Many families are in so much disarray, trying to raise money to free their loved ones from the hands of the bandits in the north. Do you know that the same thing were those who raised the attack for change and next devil in 2015 and 2019? They were suffering in silence. They thought if they elected Boko Haram and then fake Pastor Ruga, they would be able to walk freely without anybody harassing them or extorting them or policemen trying to kill them because of the way they look. They voted for change, but it turned out to be change. They didn't see it so well. They started another hashtag for next devil, next devil. Now they are now being bedeviled by the same reality they denied. Right? While the Boko Haram are killing and kidnapping, extorting the people, the vulnerable, the powerful, the connected, the nobodies, the most religious, the religious, those who have no religion, as they continue to live under the fear of the bandits, the Fulani herdsmen, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP in the northern part of Nigeria. An average Southerner is living under the fear of kidnappers, of armed robbers, and most importantly, the SARS, who actually sometimes, and most of the time, by the way, carry out the same duty. They kidnap you, they extort you, and they kill you, they rob you. Don't go for next level. Don't go to the next level with them. Please don't go to next level with them. They called us names. There is no next level. It is just next evil or next devil. And they joined the boss anyway. More people have been killed. More soldiers have been killed. More civilians have been displaced. More people have lost loved ones. Properties have been destroyed. Farms have been destroyed. Families have been torn apart. Children have been turned to orphans. Women have been turned to widows. Men have been turned to widowers. Handicapped, disabled. Youth have been communities have been destroyed. History, heritage, traditions, and culture have been ruined. People are now living as displaced persons in their own country. Simply because they are part of Nigeria. So those who mocked the Biafrans, who watched them being killed by the paid agent of government of Nigeria, they are on the street now telling the same government to stop the police killing them, to stop the police from killing them. How ironical. How ironical. What a time to be alive. Today, many of them are also demanding that we should, in fact, break up Nigeria. Restructuring has become stale. Thank you so much, my brother. You are so good. Jimmy Toriola, I've seen your I've seen your super sticker and super chat contribution there. Agbaman, thank you so much. I'm going to read your comment because it seems it's a quote. You cannot create a functional structure on a dysfunctional foundation. The entity called Nigeria, as it is presently known, must be reimagined, recreated. It must be started afresh. SARS is not the only thing dealing with you. There are many, and they can change face, they can change names, they can change units, they can redirect them and everything, and they will continue to do the same thing. And as long as they do that, as long as you agree with them, you know what will happen, right? Biafrans will continue to agitate. The Oduduwans will continue to agitate. Even the Jaws will start to ask for their own, Niger Delta Republic. You know what I mean now? Everybody will begin to ask for that because the same devil be deviling all of you, that you are trying to deny. It will still be there. It is not the police only. It is the structure. They structured it that way, and it will always work against you. If you don't see it, you will never know how to tackle it. And that is why I said, even if you're asking for one Nigeria, be very, very clear. Sorosoke, okay. Don't stammer. Okay, don't speak in a soft tone. Be very factual. What Nigeria? What kind of Nigeria do you want? You're going to end SARS and go back home, and that's it. Immediately they end SARS, they will stop, the looting and the relooting of the country. Are they going to start developing the country? Have you asked for that template they are going to give you? In giving you that new Nigeria. What kind of Nigeria do you want? It is an opportunity for you to ask for that now. It is. And that is why I am calling on you. If you are a Biafran agitator, if you are Oduduwa Republican, I am calling on you to what? To take the heed. Do not laugh at the ENDSARS agitator now. And I hope this message will even get to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which, I actually wish my Facebook is on because he tends to also get my messages through there. People always get my messages across to him. I wish Mazi will call out and give the order that Biafrans should join the protests now and amplify it. It is the right thing to do. Because in the process, you will be able to push more, and eventually a system that will allow you to be able to discuss Biafra, to be able to discuss Oduduwa Republic, to be able to discuss Medubet Republic, whatever republic you want to create out of Nigeria. The opportunity that will give you that is just here now, staring you right there on the faces there. I'm gonna advise you, Michael Okoro White. You see all this conversation about who is Biafra, who is not going to be Biafra. That is why that conversation is necessary. If you are, for example, if you are going to have a Biafra, like we would like to have in Oduduwa Republic, everyone that is going to be part of Oduduwa Republic are not going to be coerced into it in any way, if you know what I mean. They have to be willing and ready to be part of that country, okay? So if some agitators are saying Niger Delta is not Biafra, the people of Niger Delta, who know themselves as Biafrans, when the opportunity presents itself, they will stand where they belong. There's no point in all this argument because I do see them all the time. Biafrans, some people will stand up in Niger Delta, they will say they are not Biafrans. And all this big bat argument and all of that, they are actually not necessary. If you are indeed planning to build a country in Yoruba land, We have more than 100 different ethnic group as well, or tribes in Yoruba land. I am Ijebu. We have the Egbas, we have the Oyos, we have the Eguns, we have the Ekitis, we have the Ondos. We have so many people there that are actually in Yoruba land. They have to know what is their own position in Oduduwa Republic before they will finally sign that declaration. That is what we are talking about. So even if you want to keep one Nigeria by any means, everyone that is going to be part of that one Nigeria, they must be able to be on the table to say, yes, we want to be, or we don't want to be. Okay, so there's no point in arguing with yourselves if you actually understand how this works. You cannot force people to be part of a country if they are scared that their interests will not be protected. You need to understand that. And that is the problem Nigeria is having right now. People were forced together. They forced everybody together, redefined the narrative, and they plant it in our head that we have 3 tribes in Yoruba. I mean, we have 3 tribes in Nigeria. The Yorubas, the Hausas, the Igbos. Who does that? Where you have over 250 tribes or tribes in Nigeria who speaks over 500 languages. But they fuse them together. They shall have to be together. Is that not why we are having all this problem? Yes, I know that the majority of Yorubas will say they will support Oduduwa Republic, but there must be that declaration You know what is called declaration? Declaration is that everybody that will be part of Oduduwa Republic declare that they are Oduduwans. It's a declaration. So everybody that's going to be part of Biafra must declare. There must be a declaration. And do you know what a declaration is? It means that all of you don't sign up, say you be Biafrans. And from that moment, no, in that country you want to start, there is no tribe that is great. There is no tribe that is greater. There is no tribe that is smaller. There is no minority. That is what is called Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence. Every tribe, every person that make up that country that you want to create must identify and be acknowledged. If they want to be Muslim, they have the right to be. It must be acknowledged in the Declaration of Independence. If they want to be atheist, it must be part of that declaration. That is how to build a country. So that nobody will say our tribe, we are the one who fought for independence. All of you stay away that time. You are enemy of independence. So why are they part of your country then? If they are enemy of your independence. So to avoid civil war, that's how to build a modern country, by the way. I know we have people with the military mentality because of what they have planted in our psyche. But some of you are outside Nigeria, enlightened, exposed. You have, you've probably adapted to different countries that you are currently living. And if you ask them how they build their country, you will know, even without them telling you everything, that everyone in that country has similar rights. And if anybody tries to trample upon, you know it yourselves. Some of you have become citizens of those countries. You know the liberty you enjoy because you were not there, but there were people there hundreds of years ago who, as part of the declaration of their independence, they make sure that every human being who is a citizen of this country has this liberty. That is not in Nigeria, and you know it. So that is why if you have Oduduwa Republic that says every tribe, every person has liberty to be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you don't go against the law that makes, the law that guides the country you are part of. As a citizen, these are your rights. This is well cleared out before you can say we are now joining the team to declare, we call it a Declaration of Independence. It's a journey. Maybe some of you don't know. Referendum. But you can only talk about referendum in a country where you have a country. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is more or less like an open concentration camp where anybody, any Agbero, can declare himself the president and all of you have to obey. or else they will kill you until another person will declare himself president. An open concentration camp, a lawless society, a disorganized society, a completely disjointed society that they call a nation. Meanwhile, it's just a fusion, forceful fusion of nations in order to make a country, to make a name. So there must be a referendum. How do you get that? That is why you should be on the street too. You want to do a republic, you will be on the street. You want a Biafra, you will be on that street. You will give support to those who are asking for one Nigeria, so that the one Nigeria there will actually have your demand in there too. Referendum. Referendum is that if at any point in time you feel like no, this is not what you signed up for, but being part of Nigeria, you want to leave, there will be nobody to hold you back. Do you know why they are holding everybody back right now? You didn't even know if there is actually another agreement somewhere that all of you don't know, but you are all looking at the independence. And if they ask you that, please bring the copy of the Nigeria independence, the Declaration of Independence, and then what are the terms and conditions that brought about the independence? Who are those who drafted them? And all of those, you will realize that you will exhume so many skeletons that would not give you any clue to why you are even part of Nigeria in the first place. You will not get any. So maybe there's something there. Because there's nothing that says you should be part of Nigeria by fire, by force. There's no law that says that. Do you get that now? Everything is just this written piece of rag that they continue to flaunt and then violate all the time too. There's nothing. Because you were not there when it was written. You were not there. Your contribution, your suggestion, your opinion was never into consideration before they put this together. So to have a better country or one Nigeria, it means everyone in every coverage area that makes up Nigeria, they all sit together and decide the type of country they want to have. And let me be honest with you, if that opportunity presents itself tomorrow for all Nigerians to sit together and then decide the type of country they want, everybody will be demanding to leave, including the ENDSARS, the Fulanis, and every of those criminals you have out there. They will be demanding to leave because Nigeria has reached that fault line, crossed it, and cancelled it, that it is now biting them. And that is why you should support, in my own opinion. I know so many people who are already supporting, and they are members of IPOB. They are members of Oduduwa Republic now. They are members of a revolution now who are already supporting the protest because, according to them, it was all about SARS. We are going to come back to that later. The issue of the National Assembly and even the 2021 budget and all of that, it is part of it. As you see that Nigeria is now the poverty capital of the world, where the extremely poor people, the highest population of extremely poor people actually live, is Nigeria. Do you get that now? The criminals in power are still busy allocating billions to themselves in the budget that they have no money to fund, but they will be borrowing money to fund it. So what kind of Nigeria do you want, even if you are for one Nigeria? Let's even be realistic here. Yeah, you want one Nigeria? Great, fine. Now you are campaigning to end SARS. Is the SARS, ending SARS, the only thing? Now they are playing the game. But I'm see where that takes us to in the next 2-3 days, when the biggest rally scheduled for Tuesday finally takes place. So it's a two-way thing, one at a time, like one of you just said there. One at a time, the system needs to go for you to be able to discuss the type of country you want to have. It will be the greatest opportunity that Nigeria, in fact, Nigeria, like someone said as well, Nigeria needs to be reimagined. What kind of country do you want to have? right? Is it the country that says that an Igbo man is your enemy, a Yoruba man is your enemy, a Fulani man is your enemy, a Hausa man is your enemy? Meanwhile, all of you are suffering from the same thing, while your politicians don't see themselves as Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba, or Fulani, or Ijo, or anything. Everywhere your leader comes from is suffering from one marginalization or the other, if not more. You are suffering similar things everywhere. So one thing at a time, the system needs to go first. The system needs to be and when you are doing that, do not forget the demand for referendum in that, if you ever get to that stage on this journey. It is an opportunity. Amplify it. Join them. Yes, protest is your right. You can protest. You can protest alone. But the momentum right now is that before now, if you go out, they will say they will kill you, shoot you. They are doing that already. You shouldn't sit back. They have done so much damages and believing that they have tamed you. But if you join them, they will drop their guns, they will stop shooting you, and you will get what you want. It's as simple as that. I've never seen violence, and I've not seen anyone attack anybody during the protest, except when the police shoot and begin to disperse and kill protesters. Nigerian police are those who are now, staging a violent protest in Nigeria, turning the protest into violence and all of that. The killings, protesters have not killed anybody. They have not attacked anyone. But the police in Nigeria, they've continued, and they continue to arrest and attack protesters across the country. They continue to intimidate protesters across the country.